everybody. Here another episode of the Sideline Story Podcast, man. It's your boy, Jaron Moore. I'm here with my co-host,
Jay Norman.
And we are back for the championship.
Super Bowl.
The Super Bowl.
Yeah.
We here. We made it to the end of the NFL season. Oh, my goodness. And this Super Bowl was amazing.
Man.
In my opinion, pretty good Super Bowl.
It was up there.
Up there. First overtime. No, second overtime. Second overtime in the Super Bowl?
Ever.
We're not going to talk about the first one.
No.
But this one.
Yeah.
We're going to go into the first one. That's another story that I'm going to talk about because fudge Kyle Shanahan.
Hey.
And it's been proven. And I tried to tell, I'm going in right now. I'm going in right now.
I'm not even going to stop you.
It's been proven. People tried to blame YC CEO, a.k.a. Matt Ryan.
Nope.
He blew the Super Bowl.
No,
he blew the Super Bowl.
No, he did not.
You have seen Kyle Shanahan lose 3 Super Bowls
3.
because he decides he doesn't know what play calls to call when it's time to call him. The first half of the Super Bowl, he giving the ball to McCaffrey. They're moving down the field. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They're moving down the field. And then he decides, you know what? Let's stop giving McCaffrey the ball. Let's start throwing the ball.
He got scared.
It's like he went opposite of what he normally does, come out gun blazing with his weapons.
Schemes.
To went conservative, right?
Yeah.
It's crazy of what happened. He don't normally run the ball. He got CMC, so it's time to run the ball, but now he wants to throw the ball. So we can't blame YC CEO no more.
Nope.
That's done with.
Yep.
We know this is 3 times Kyle Shanahan has blown a 25-point lead with us, with the Falcons, 2 10-point leads coaching the 49ers. And both of them were against the Chiefs.
Yes, they were. And they both play out the same way.
Same way.
It was like 20-10 both times. They had a 10-point lead going into halftime both games.
Correct.
And they lost.
Correct.
Hey, man.
But I'm gonna continue to get onto that later on. Let's just talk about the Super Bowl from beginning to end. What do you think? What do you think about the Super Bowl? First of all,
overall, I thought the Super Bowl. I thought it was good in terms of what you expected for the best teams from the AFC and NFC.
Correct.
I expected them to get to try to know each other through the first half, and that's exactly what happened.
Correct.
The first half was low energy, low scoring, low everything. They were just trying to. It was punch, counter punch, like a good boxing match from back in the day.
Yeah.
They were trying to figure each other out, and then come out in the second half, and that's when the exciting things happen, the exciting plays happen, the exciting point scoring happened, and all of that.
Correct.
And that's exactly what happened.
It's literally what happened.
So I don't have a problem with the Super Bowl. I'm glad it played out the way it did. I'm gonna keep it at that before we get into what we really want to say.
Okay. I enjoyed the Super Bowl a lot.
Yep.
I enjoyed it. Like you said, It was back and forth. We're figuring each other out. It reminded me of that Rams Patriots Super Bowl where that was a defensive Super Bowl. I think that was 2019. That was a defensive Super Bowl. But this one was with that along with, okay, now they're starting to score points a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
That Super Bowl, that Rams Patriots Super Bowl, I think it was like 9-0 or 12, something like that. Like it wasn't no point scored for real. But this one was, defense. Special teams played an important part.
All that.
Fumble recoveries.
All
of that played important. I liked how this was just this Super Bowl showed the 3 phases of football.
Yep.
Offense, defense, special teams. And I'm going to call the 4th phase coaching. I'm going to call that the coach. That's the 4th phase,
For
coaching.
real. Straight up.
And it showed who can really coach, who can't coach. Now, let's get into this.
Okay.
Game manager. What do you think a game manager is?
Like I really need 49ers fans to to look into my eyes and see what I'm saying, it's not coming from hate. It's not coming from disrespect. Brock Purdy is a game manager, and that does not mean that he isn't good because he got y'all to the Super Bowl.
Correct.
As a game manager.
Correct.
But as we saw in the Super Bowl, if you're not good / great, you're not winning the Super Bowl.
Right.
You cannot have a quarterback who is strictly dependent on guys getting open, guys making plays off of your quarterback play.
Right. Exactly.
And you cannot expect to win the Super Bowl. So what we saw in the Super Bowl was Brock Purdy was good enough to get you to the end, but he was not good enough to get you across that line.
Correct. I agree completely. I completely agree. My thing, especially with game manager, is Christian McCaffrey almost basically did all the work.
Okay, so let me just cut you off right
there.
Go
ahead, cut me off.
So name me the 49ers players who had over 50 yards rushing and 50 yards receiving. It's not that hard.
Chris McCaffrey.
Yeah. Both.
Yeah.
Both categories. He was the only one over 50 yards rushing and 50 yards receiving.
To be exact, he had 80 yards rushing and 80 yards receiving.
And this is on a squad that has Deebo Samuel, George Kittle,
correct,
Christian McCaffrey,
Brandon Ayuk.
Yeah. So this is what I was saying last week. On paper, the San Francisco 49ers have a squad on offense.
Correct.
But at the same time, they have Brock Purdy as their quarterback.
Correct.
It was not disrespect. It was not hating. It was just what it was.
It is what it is.
Those guys are dependent on the quarterback to get them the ball. Yes. Unless you're Christian McCaffrey, all he has to do is hand it off.
Yep.
And when he handed off, he got him almost 90 yards.
Yep. In both occasions, either receiving or running the ball.
So guys, like, it was not from a hating perspective. It was not from disrespect. I'm not trying to hold y'all to a hate perspective. It was just the truth. He's okay. Yeah. He's gonna win you games. He's gonna take you to a certain plateau.
He's gonna do just enough
to just get you there.
Because you have the talent around him.
But when it comes to getting you across that line,
oh no, he's not gonna be the game changer.
It's not happening.
That we saw Patrick Mahomes to beat.
Because Pat Mahomes literally threw a pick.
Yes, he did.
Pat Mahomes turned the ball over.
He did.
And still won the game. That is a game changer.
Yes. Literally. The 49ers won the turnover.
Yeah.
Well, it was tied. It was tied. The turnover battle was tied.
Pacheco had two.
The Pacheco fumble.
Technically, Pacheco had one, and Pat Mahomes had two because of the toss to Pacheco.
Yeah, true. But they had that punt return was that's what made it 2-2.
Okay.
But regardless of that, Pat Mahomes showed that no matter what's going on, he's going to make a way. He's going to run the ball when he needed to run the ball.
That's a fact.
We seen the play where the tight end leaked out. It could have been a tight end, little arrow, and it was like an option. Either pass to the tight end, everybody went with him. They had a spot over top of him, and the seas was wide open. They had Moses out there.
That was literally a 4th and 1 for the game.
And
Pat Mahomes said, "I'm keeping it.
I'm taking this ball and I am getting these yards.
I'm running it." And that's exactly what he did. So when I say that Brock Purdy is a game manager, I want you to contrast it to Pat Mahomes, who is quite simply the definition of game changer. 4th and 1, he kept the ball in his hands. He's like, bro, it's a direct snap to me. Just get out the way, block somebody, and I'll take care of the rest.
Like Paul Crew on Longest Yard, when they wasn't blocking for him, he said,
I'll do it myself.
I said, I got this. And he did it, and they said, yeah, we believe in him.
So we ready to block now?
Yeah, we ready to do it.
Are we ready?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Let's do it. And Pat Mahomes, that's the energy the quarterback needs to give off.
Man.
Not, oh, Debo, I'm going to pass it to you.
Yeah.
Chris McCaffrey,
Hand it off.
please, Kittle. Remember last week we did the comparison. You said the 49ers winning this and this and this. And I said, no, I don't think Kittle is over Kelsey.
I definitely did.
And we seen how Kelsey was quiet as well in the first half, and he spazzed on
Kelsey
Andy Reid.
in the first half had 1 catch for 2 yards.
Yes.
2.
He spazzed on Andy Reid.
And that was literally on every facet of journalism.
Yes.
I think we can put that in there, right?
We're gonna put that in here right here.
He comes over to Andy. He goes, keep me in. What happened is, on the fumble, he was not in the game. Noah Gray went in, and he had...
You see, he was about to knock Andy Reid over.
He knocked him over.
Andy Reid was saying, yo, where my pistol?
Like, hold on.
Where my pistol? Yo, hold on. Where my pistol?
Yo, I'm still the coach, dude.
Yeah, I'm still the coach, yo. You don't make me knock you out for everybody.
Don't do that.
But him doing that,
that's all it took, right?
Got him in the ball. He almost 7 yards from 100 yards.
To finish out the game, he had like
92, 93 yards.
Nine targets, 8 catches for 93 yards.
Come on, man. Stop playing with my boy, man. So they did what they had to do. Patrick Mahomes had over 300 yards passing, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. And yes, Travis Kelce did have 9 catches for 93 yards. Rashee Rice, he's pretty good at receiver.
He's doing what he's expected to
do. And even though he had 6 catches for 39 yards, those catches was clutch because Justin Watson dropped the pass, I think a play or two previous to him, behind him, and we're like, oh, okay, that pass was behind him. We're like, Justin Watson, you still got to catch that. Rashee Rice caught a slant, I believe it was.
It was a slant.
Still behind him.
It was the fourth quarter drive to get the game tied, to go to overtime.
And that was a clutch catch.
When 49ers engaged 8, I think it was like
he
third
ran the
and
drag.
He
ran the drag. Tony Romo was like, oh, they shouldn't have done that. While the play going on, Tony Romo was like, oh, they should have done that.
Say that.
And he threw it right to Rashee Rice.
49ers brought everybody in.
And you called it too.
I did.
You said engage 8 right here. Engage 8 right here. Engage 8 is a Madden play where 8 players go, and there's just 3 players back. The 49ers basically did that where they sent a blitz. They sent the crib.
Front 7.
Blitz
everybody was coming towards the quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
That's
what happened. And Tony Romo said, oh boy, they should have did that.
I don't know about that.
As he said that, Mahomes is throwing it to Rashee Rice, and he's going for the first down. This drove them down the field. That's the definition of a game changer.
Because Brock Purdy had the same look.
The same look.
The same play.
With Chris Jones unblocked coming through. And what did he do? He overthrew Juwan Jennings, and he had Brady Ayuk wide open
streaking
in the
across
end zone.
The field. The exact same
It's
play.
the same thing.
Exact same look. Ayuk was streaking across the end zone for the easy touchdown. He didn't see it.
He didn't see it because he's getting pressured. But Mahomes getting pressured found the target.
I got that. Don't worry about it.
Come on, man.
Game over.
There's nothing else that you can say about this. Let me ask you this.
Yes, sir.
Uh-oh.
Nah, I want to hear it. I want all the smoke today. We want all the smoke.
We want all the smoke.
Yeah.
We want all the smoke.
F them.
Okay. All right. Stop. So. Okay. The GOAT.
No, we can't do that.
I'm not saying right now. I'm not saying right now.
Okay.
I'm not talking about right now.
Okay.
But
no.
Once the smoke clears.
No.
What I'm asking is, once the smoke clears, when Patrick Mahomes is done playing football, what does he have to do to be considered the GOAT quarterback of the NFL?
So I'm glad you asked that. Mm-hmm. So currently he's back to back. And he's done that the first time in I don't know how many years. I think the last back-to-back champions were the Steelers. I don't know off the top of my head. We can Google that real quick. But I think it was Steelers, and that was forever ago.
No. Last back-to-back was Brady.
No. It was not Brady.
Talking about the Steelers, like 2000.
No, the back-to-back Super Bowl champions. It was not the Patriots.
It was in the 2000s.
It was in 2000. I think it was the...
Let's see. Let's see here. Patriots. Yeah, it was the Patriots.
It was Patriots.
I said 2003, 2004.
Okay. So currently, they're tied in greatness, right?
Correct.
So if the Chiefs come out next year and win a three-peat, which would be the very first time in forever.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that'd be the only time that's been done. Three-peat. There's
Right.
the only time three-peat's been done.
So I think that cancels out Brady beating Mahomes in the Super Bowl. True or false? True or false? Come, a three-peat? Come on. That has to be worth something.
Yeah, it's worth a lot. It's worth a lot.
Exactly. I think that's...
But I can't because... let me tell you why. Let me tell you why. Let me tell you why. Now, let me tell you why.
If that's not enough to overtake Brady, then I don't know what is. So let me finish.
Go ahead.
So let's say he wins the three-peat, and then wins his next title 3 years later.
Yeah, he's. I'll give him that. I've said, if he wins 2 more Super Bowls in a threshold, like a years, like I'm talking about, like, let's say, what is it, 2024? Let's say he wins his next 2 Super Bowls within 2030.
Okay, yeah.
I will give him that. I will give him that title.
You have to.
I said that, yes.
So Brady won his 3 and then didn't win another for 10.
Yes.
10.
Yes.
10 years.
Correct. Yeah, he didn't win another one for 10 years. Correct.
Come on.
But if Mahomes don't do that, I can't because even Mahomes said this. Even Mahomes said this.
He did.
He said on live TV.
Yep.
He said,
He beat me.
I can't call
Beat me
myself
head up.
that because he beat me in the Super Bowl. And Brady also beat him to go to the Super Bowl.
Well, he was the Patriots.
Yes.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? So Brady has beat him twice.
He did.
In the crunch time.
In playoff settings.
In
correct.
playoff settings. So what I'm saying is, if Mahomes can get the three-peat and then win another one within this current decade, I'm like, this man is the greatest quarterback to do it.
But I even think, even if he doesn't win the three-peat and he wins 2
yeah,
more.
win in this decade,
Yeah.
I will say, oh, nah, he to go. I will give him that. Completely, I will give him that.
Okay, all right.
But if he don't do that, I can't put stats into this because Mahomes came into an era of where the offense is dominant.
Focal point.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. Like
I can't do that.
You're not winning unless you're throwing the ball.
You know what I'm saying? 30 times.
Yeah.
300 yards a game.
Correct.
I can't. That's why I can't put stats
Look
in
at
there.
the Super Bowl.
Yes.
The 49ers tried to run Christian McCaffrey and hitch Christian McCaffrey to death.
Yes.
And what did they do? Lose.
Oh, yes, exactly. Exactly.
The only player over 50 yards receiving, 50 yards rushing was Christian McCaffrey.
Was your running back?
Come on.
And you stopped giving him the ball?
Come on.
Come on.
Yeah, you're losing the game. And that's exactly what happened.
And that's why I say I can't put stats into the Mahomes Brady thing because Brady comes from an era where your receiver didn't have to have 1,000 yards.
Nope.
You know what I'm saying? Nope. So right now they are just at the point of Super Bowls. Honestly,
it's a clash.
It's a clash of Super Bowls.
They're quite literally even
yes.
in terms of playoff stats.
Yes, they are.
And that's why people are. I think they're just going overboard because his name is Tom Brady. I'm just like, guys, can we just wait? Mm-hmm. Like they're literally neck and neck.
You have to wait until
it's got to play out.
Yeah, it has to play out. That's why I said you get the longevity of it has to come into play. And in this case, longevity has to come into play because we have to see what Mahomes does from now until further on. You know, let's say he don't win. He doesn't. My opinion was if he don't win Super Bowls with 2 Super Bowls within this current decade, you know what I'm saying? I said he has to match him or have one more.
So
that's what I said.
So my thing is, I don't think he has to match him, but like I said, there's literally a 10-year gap for Brady when he won I think it was 03.
Yeah.
I don't remember. So it was like there was a 10-year gap when he won his first 3 and then his 4th.
Yeah.
There was a 10-year gap between 3 and 4. So if Mahomes wins, let's say, three chips in this next 10-year gap between him and Brady, I think that throws him above him. And I don't think that's too much to ask. Because how can you just win, not win in 10 years? Like you're literally still playing. That's fine. You're still getting these stats. You're still winning games, but you're losing the Super Bowl because Eli Manning happened twice, right?
Eli Manning happened twice.
So let's say Mahomes wins 3 more,
right,
in the next 10-year gap.
Right.
I think that puts him above Tom Brady.
I would say that. But the only reason why I don't say that, right? Because you said after Brady's first 3, 2001, 2003, 2004, he lost 2007, lost 2011, won 2014. He's been within a decade, he's been on a tear in the Super Bowl.
That's what I'm saying, but he still got there.
No. What I'm saying is,
but he lost.
He did lose. So you said I'm saying it took him 10 years to win another Super Bowl.
But he's still been there.
But no. I know. I get that. I'm talking about wins. Only wins right now.
Okay.
So he won 2014.
Yeah.
He won 2016. Won 18. Won 21. So literally within 10 years, he won 1, 2, 3, 4 Super Bowls within 10 years.
But there was a drought where he lost.
So that's what
He did not win.
He didn't win. So if Mahomes don't continue within this decade and he has another drought, what Brady did he won 4 Super Bowls he won literally in 7 years, he's won 4 Super Bowls.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
But I'm saying it took a drought to get to that point. So I'm saying if Mahomes, as he's currently...
if it's current, I agree with you. Right. If it's current, but I said if Mahomes isn't current right now and there's some kind of drought, I'm saying that 4 in 7 years is diabolical. After 3 in 4 years,
if there is no drought, Mahomes is that guy.
And
I don't want to hear nothing about Brady played 20 some odd years and he got 7 wins. If Mahomes played 12 years and has 6 or 5,
no, that's fine. But that's still more than 7 if he did that.
Exactly.
I agree.
That's what I'm saying.
I already agree with you on that.
Okay.
But I'm saying if there's some kind of drought,
there will not be because
I don't know.
There will not because the Chiefs front office, Chiefs coaching staff is already worlds above that Patriots era because the Patriot way.
At the time, that's the same dynasty. At the time.
What I'm saying.
The time.
The Patriots way has always been because the Chiefs have already embellished or embraced the defense ahead of the offense, right?
Yeah.
So the Chiefs defense was better than the offense this year.
Correct.
And that's how they won the Super Bowl with lockdown corners.
Correct.
Chris Jones.
Correct.
It was just
McDuffie and Snead. Right.
Thank you. Yep. And then Chris Jones. It was just a master class.
Correct.
So I don't know what's about to happen in this offseason, but it's going to be a very tall tale sign of what to expect going forward. But they embraced the defense over the offense before the Patriots.
I got you. I get what you're saying. But as I see this, as I see this,
see that's prisoner. That's prisoner of the moment.
No.
That's prisoner of the moment.
As I see this now,
I understand.
I
lived it just like you.
No. But I'm saying, as I see this,
is there not a 10-year? Is there not a 10-year drought between
it
Super Bowl wins?
It is.
Thank you.
But
did he not lose to the same Giants quarterback in that same spree?
Yeah, but Mahomes lost to the same Bengals quarterback a few times
in the Super Bowl.
To go there, yeah.
In the Super Bowl,
to go to the Super Bowl.
He lost to Joe Burrow once.
He lost to Joe Burrow 3 times.
In the
He lost to Joe Burrow, I think 2 times in the playoffs. He has a losing record against Joe Burrow.
Yeah, I don't think it's.
I think one of them times was in the playoffs.
One was.
I think one of them times was. Yeah. So I got to look at that.
And it was regular season, just like Josh Allen.
But what I'm saying, as I look at this, in 2 different decades.
Prisoner of the moment.
No, listen.
That's exactly what this is.
Yeah, but listen, you got to understand this greatness right here.
No, I do not, because we both lived through it.
Yes, I understand that, but do you know how hard this is?
He's literally matched him in 3 years.
No, but what I'm saying is, this is 2 different decades. That's what I'm saying. No,
in their first 7 years, Pat Mahomes has matched.
He matched his 2001, 2003, 2004. Yes.
Yeah.
But he has to now match the 14, 16.
He doesn't have to match it because
18, 21.
He doesn't have to match it because he can do better because he has a better front office.
Yeah,
he has a better coach.
Yeah.
He has a better.
But what I'm saying is this is very this is difficult.
Prisoner. It's not difficult when he's already matched him.
Well, no, I'm saying in general, just in
difficult.
In NFL standards.
It's not difficult.
It is because only one quarterback did this.
So
that's what I'm saying. It's difficult.
What you're saying is because it took so long for Brady, it's going to be harder for Pat Mahomes.
No, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is because one quarterback has won 7 rings like this.
Tom Brady.
It's difficult because no other quarterback has done this.
Pat Mahomes has already matched him in this first 7 years. He's matched him.
Jay, listen to what I'm saying.
What you're saying is not true. You're trying to.
What other quarterback has done this?
You're trying to.
What other quarterback has done this?
Let me finish. You're trying to exceptionalize Brady for doing something that didn't happen before him. But currently, Pat Mahomes has matched him in the same amount of time. So what I'm saying is, if he does not,
he's 1 year behind. He's 1 year behind. He's 1 year behind. So let's get that clear.
It's not.
He's 1 year behind. So that's what I'm saying. So even still, if Mahomes has matched him, right? So I'm in agreement. Say Mahomes has matched him in his first in his 7 years. He's currently on pace.
He's ahead of schedule. He's
1 year behind.
No, he's not.
Yes,
in terms of stats, he has outpaced Brady.
I can't. That's what I said. I can't go off stats because of what the NFL is right now. And
exactly. That's my point. So I don't understand how we can say.
I'm talking about numbers. I'm not talking about. No, I'm talking about just strictly Super Bowls, not yards, touchdowns, none of that. Because the NFL, Brady's first 3 that's not that era. So that's a valid point right there because no, because that is a valid point right now because Brady, his first 7 years coming from the early 2000s, 99 to 2004, 2005, and Mahomes is matched that now in this pass heavy era where the defense can't do nothing. That actually gives credit to Brady.
So why did he go on a 10-year drought? Explain it to me. Why did he go on a 10-year drought?
I can't tell you why. There was teams that was better at the time. You know, everybody, you know this, and you know this because I know you know this. You get a certain amount of time in the NFL to be able to do this.
Yeah, when you're not winning, but he was winning.
No. But players, you know this.
No, that does not apply to Super Bowl winners.
That applies to teams. When teams win Super Bowls, players get looked at in a different light. Now, just like Mecole Hardman, the Chiefs won the Super Bowl. He went to the Jets. That's what happened with the Patriots. Now, teams are starting to see, okay, can we grab this guy? We're going to give them more money because you know the Patriots didn't pay people. You know the Patriots didn't pay people. So, we're going to throw you this bag. Oh, I'm going to leave. We're going to throw you this bag. And that literally just what happened with the Chiefs. Mecole Hardman left. Tyreek Hill left.
And they still
won. But
two chips.
They won 2. Mecole Hardman came back, caught the game winner. But what I'm saying is that's what happened with the Patriots. They won these 3. Rookie deals happened. People are starting to want money now. Oh, okay, I'm going to go this way. So that gives you that little drought right there. So, and that happens with all teams who win Super Bowls.
Have not had that drought at all. Their team has got literally worse. This was the worst Chiefs team we've ever seen.
This is the worst Chiefs offense.
Let me finish.
Offense.
This is literally the worst Chiefs offense we've seen in the Pat Mahomes era. And even we have talked about it. Like, if there was ever a chance to beat the Chiefs, it was this year.
Yeah.
And what happened?
Yeah.
What happened? They won the Super Bowl, right?
Super Bowl, correct.
Okay.
They
So
did.
it was the worst Pat Mahomes year. It was the worst Travis Kelce year. It was the worst receiver year because we even talked about how much they dropped passes. It was the worst running back year for the Chiefs, and they still won the Super Bowl.
We can say the same thing about that Super Bowl against the Philadelphia Eagles because that Philadelphia
But
Eagles was a better offense than the Patriots have seen since in 3 years since the St. Louis Rams.
Okay, so let me
It's the
ask
same-
you
it's
this.
the
So
same
let me ask
situation,
you
same
this.
situation.
Do you think the Chiefs are going to go on a 10-year drought in the Super Bowl? Answer me that right now. Say yes or no. Do you think the Chiefs are going to go 10 years without winning the Super Bowl? Yes or no? Simple question.
I don't know. I can't answer that.
All right.
I can't answer that.
All right, cool.
I can't answer that question.
Cool. So we just saw.
I can't answer that question.
Okay.
What you want me to say? I don't
Cool.
know.
No problem. Let's go. Keep
I don't
going.
know.
Yeah.
But all in all, what I was saying was because it has nothing to do with I'm talking Patrick Mahomes to be included in this. Like that's what I was saying because Tom Brady has won 3 since 2001 to 2010. He's won 3 Super Bowls, right? So and then since 2011 to 2021, he has won 4 Super Bowls.
Yeah. So
Right. So that what I'm saying is he's done it, and you're saying, and I agree, Patrick Mahomes is on pace to doing this. That's literally difficult to do just because there's only 2 quarterbacks. There's one that completed it. There's another one that's kind of on. He's a year back, but he's on pace to at least doing it. That's what I'm saying. It's difficult to do. So I'm saying you have to give credit regardless to Brady even doing that. Now we have to, and it goes back to what we were saying of waiting. You have to wait to see what Mahomes do. But to have 4 in 7 years, and then 3 in 10 years, that's amazing. You can't take away from that.
No one's taking away. I'm saying that they're matched.
You can't take away from that.
They're matched.
They are currently. He's currently on pace.
If Mahomes wins 2 in the next 10 years, he's literally ahead of Brady. Literally ahead of Brady. Literally. If he wins 1 in the next 10 years, he's ahead of Brady.
But then what happens if now let's I'm gonna put something else in here, right? Because I said if he wins 2 within the next. What I said, by
if he
2030?
wins 1 in the next 10 years, he's ahead of Brady based on.
He would be tied because
he would not. They're tied right now.
He's a year behind in terms of where he's at. He's a year behind. So that's what I'm saying. If Mahomes, let's say he has 3 now, and what are we in 2024? So by 2030, I said if he gets 2, he's making that known.
If he wins it this year, he's literally ahead of Brady in everything, winning, all of that. I don't want to hear nothing about he beat him head to head in the Super Bowl. How many quarterbacks have a 3-peat in the NFL? Name them.
None.
Thank you. Yeah. So I don't want to hear about this head-to-head stuff. In the current NFL atmosphere, Pat Mahomes has done the one thing that no quarterback has ever done.
But you can say it about Brady. How many quarterbacks have 7 rings? None. It's the same thing.
So we're moving the goalpost.
No, I just gave you another scenario. You just said
it's not a scenario. It's moving goalposts. No. So the one thing that no one has ever done is going to be less than what Brady did?
No, I didn't say I said. I gave you another scenario of your logic.
That's not
of your
my
logic. You said
I'm telling you one thing that's never happened, right. But you're trying to say that just because Brady did a couple other things ahead of him.
No, that's not what I said. You said if he 3-peats, nobody has done that before, right? Correct. Right? Yes or no? If he 3-peats.
I don't want to ask you that.
Yeah. So if he 3-peats, Nobody else has done that. And I rebuttal with, okay, but Brady has one of those in his belt with there's no other quarterback with 7 rings.
That doesn't equate to what I'm saying.
I gave you something else that's why if you can say that about a lot of things.
This is why I hate GOAT debates.
You can say it, yeah,
because people will always say like, well, he won 3-peat. No one's ever done that, but how many does he have in total?
Yeah, I mean, I'm just saying, I just gave you a scenario of something he has done that no other quarterbacks have done.
So Pat Mahomes wins a 3-peat and 4 total chips in 7 years, and I'm supposed to be like, yep, Tom Brady's still the GOAT. No, I'm not believing that. So let's really get into the math. Let's get into 2 ratios, right? Mm-hmm. So 3-peat and 4 total in 7 years. What's that winning percentage? It's got to be like what, 70%?
4 in 7 years.
4 in 7 years and a 3-peat. That's got to be at least 70% Super Bowl winning percentage while going to the Super Bowl every year except for one. Come on, guys. Let's be real honest about this. Let's be real honest about it.
What? Because 4 and 7 is that's not 70-some%.
No, I know that. What I'm saying is, so Pat Mahomes came into the league in what, 2016? Let me see.
I think it was 2016.
I think it was 16 as well. But he sat behind
Alex
Smith for 1 year. So he didn't start until 2017, right?
Yeah. 2017.
So when he started in 2017, they went to the AFC chip.
Let me go ahead and look. Give me one moment. Go ahead.
So it's just going to come down to winning percentage and I put a meme in our group. Like the last 10 Super Bowls have been Pat Mahomes and Tom Brady versus whoever. Like, it doesn't matter. Mm-hmm. So, and I think it's Pat Mahomes 6.
Started 2018.
And Tom Brady 4. And so Pat Mahomes has won currently 3 chips. And then Brady has won 2 of those, except for that 1 year that Eagles and Rams when they beat the Bengals.
Yeah.
And so it's just like, it was literally a handoff. So one GOAT to the next. Mm-hmm. So I'm not trying to say Pat Mahomes is the GOAT of all GOATs. I'm just saying in terms of current NFL, current physical play of the position at quarterback, physical, never out of the game, I think it's Pat Mahomes.
Wait. Did you just say you're not calling him the GOAT of the GOAT right now, but currently in the NFL, he is the GOAT?
Because I don't compare totality to current. That's the main issue with people nowadays. We're comparing Tom Brady's 21-year career to Pat Mahomes' 7.
So that's what I said earlier, like 20 minutes before. I just said you gotta wait for Mahomes to be finished.
No, you're not, because you literally said Brady has all these wins and he's got 7 rings and all that, right? That's what you said, right? 7 rings, right? And how long did it take him to do that? 21 years, right? Okay, so no. You did not compare his first 7 years.
No, I didn't. I said you gotta wait for Mahomes to be finished to then compare. That's what I said.
I'm comparing Pat Mahomes' current 7 years to Brady's 7 years. And in those 7 years, they are neck and neck.
Oh, no. Yeah. I'm not doing that. That was never my whole thing. I said you got to wait for Mahomes to be done. I got to wait for Mahomes to be done. That's what I said. You got to wait for him to be done to see what it looks like on the back end, especially in this this offense-heavy NFL. I said I need to see what Mahomes, because I said longevity plays a part in this. I said that because you have a quarterback who's won in the 2000s, early 2000s, and then came in and won throughout the 2010s through 2021. I said Mahomes, we have to wait to see what he does when he retires. I need to see that. And then I said, but if he gets the three-peat and another one within 2030, I said I'd give it to him. That's what I said. But and if he don't do that, my next move is longevity. That's my next move. That's what I'm saying. But
that
that's
doesn't
literally
make sense because Pat Mahomes could still beat him in longevity as well.
But that's what I'm waiting for. I said if he doesn't get two within 2030, I'm waiting for longevity when he retires. That's my next move.
And that's moving the goalposts. Literally moving.
I'm giving two options. Yeah. He literally has two options to be my goal.
Yeah, the goalpost is moving.
I'm literally giving him help. I'm like, yo.
It's not help. It's moving the goalpost.
How is that? I'm literally saying he can win two within 2030 and have less chips. And I'm saying, okay, he's the GOAT. Or, okay, I'm going to wait to see what he does when he retires. He has two options with me. Two options with me to say, for me to say, you're the GOAT. If he could get two, do you believe he can get two by 2030?
Like I said, I think he has a better chance to do it without going on a 10-year drought because he has a better coach and better front office.
So you believe he can do it?
He's a better physical quarterback.
So you believe he can do it?
Yeah. That's
all right,
what
then.
Ben said.
So if he could do that, I already said he's the GOAT.
That's when people start saying, well, he beat him head to head, so he can't be better.
You gotta argue that with Mahomes. Even Mahomes said it.
Okay.
But you can't argue out when the horse's mouth said it himself. If he believes
what do you expect that man to say?
But that's just how it is. That's how athleticism is. Who knows? You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Shoot. You know what I'm saying? But okay.
He's not gonna come out on live TV after the Super Bowl and say, "Oh, F Tom Brady, I'm the man now." He's not gonna do that.
I'm gonna ask you this. I'm about to ask him this, right? So Tom Brady had a drought, right?
10 years.
10-year drought.
Yep.
So clearly some type of drought matters.
Yeah.
Okay. So if Patrick Mahomes less Super Bowls, but it's continuous, even though it's less, no losses. We're not counting losses. Do losses play a part in this or no?
No, it's just he did not win a Super Bowl in a 10-year span.
No. Okay, so I'm saying, so are we only counting wins right now?
That's what anyone cares about.
Anyone cares about. So we're counting wins right now. So
Super Bowl wins, yes.
Okay, so somebody has, let's say Tom Brady has he has his 7 rings, right? Mm-hmm. 7. There's a drought in there.
10 years.
10 years. Mahomes has back-to-back three-peat rings, right? Mm-hmm. You're giving him the GOAT status.
I'm going to put him above him at that time period.
At that time period?
Yes.
Okay, but you're still putting...
He still has to do more.
He still has to do more.
But like I was saying from the beginning, when you compare them head-to-head, time to time, if Mahomes gets a three-peat, he leapfrog him in that time period. But he still has to do more.
So basically, just in that time period, he's better than Tom Brady.
Yes.
So overall,
there still has to be more. Because the time does not end strictly because he won a three-peat. That's not how it ends. Yes.
So this is a longevity game, like I said.
It's not longevity in terms of he has to play 21 years.
No, not that. It's what he does past that. So I'm saying longevity in terms of if he three-peats, he's still, when you say more, I say longevity because time goes on. That's what I'm saying longevity as. So he has to do more.
Like I said, if he wins a three-peat this year and then wins another Super Bowl maybe 2 years after that, he's ahead of Tom Brady in all facets.
In all facets.
Correct.
Just because of the time periods.
Right.
So you're counting time periods.
No, I'm putting it into what did you do in a time frame?
Yeah.
So Brady won 7 in 21 years. So if Mahomes comes and wins 8 in 10 years? Yes. That's
so you put it in a time frame. Okay.
Yes.
So if a person won 6 in 6 years,
and it's a three-peat,
and a person won 4 over time, what would you say?
The man that did it, because we're talking about the NFL, and how hard it is to win the NFL, right? If you win all those Super Bowls in a condensed amount of time, yes, that is way impressive than someone winning 7 in 21 years. Yes.
Okay.
100%.
So.
And you know I'm right, because look at you.
No. The time frame, I agree with you. The time frame. I only speak on start rookie to retire. That's me. I need to see what you did in the whole time frame. That's me, and I agree with you. In certain pockets, this is the best person from this time to this time. There's no debate.
Because there's a reason why Joe Montana is still considered the best quarterback of all time by some people.
Yeah. I don't know why they do that bull jive, but I agree with you. I agree with you because I agree with you with what you're saying in time frames. I said that, but I go off of just totality. You know what I'm saying? And
like the logic that you're thinking of applies more to NBA. Because they play 1 million games a season, and that season is long as hell, 83 games. So, like, you can play more. Like, the average for your GOATs, whether you're a Dirk fan, whether you're a LeBron fan, whether you're a Michael Jordan fan, whether you're a, who else that played forever? You know what I'm saying. So, no matter who you think your GOAT is, Kobe Bryant. Thank you.
Yeah, there you go.
Dang. They played, an average of 17 years, right?
Yeah.
So how many NFL quarterbacks are playing 17 years? How many? On average.
It's not a lot.
Yeah. You might count it on your one hand.
Not a lot. Not
exactly.
A lot.
So if that quarterback is winning 6 to 8 rings in 10 years, come on.
Yeah, I agree with that, but football is a hard sport.
Exactly.
It's a tough sport.
That's my point.
That's why the longevity kind of role. I agree with you, but the longevity kind of plays into me with time because he played for how many years?
21.
21 years.
Yeah.
Him and Brett Favre probably the only people to do that. Brett Favre didn't win nothing, and
Brett Favre's last 5 years were basically just throwaways.
Just throwaways, yeah. Exactly. And they consider him, a top tier quarterback. But Brady in his last 21, and literally the year before his retirement, in the time frame, longevity. So I agree with you in the time frame aspect of things.
Right.
I would say the same thing. But what I was saying was football. I feel like football is like you said, basketball that takes a part in of longevity because they play so many games.
Right.
But because football is such a hard sport, there's not many quarterbacks that played 21 years at a high level still. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Within Brady's finishing years, he has won 4 Super Bowls out of those 7 years.
Yeah,
sure did. The year before his retirement, he won the Super Bowl.
He did.
You know what I'm saying? So things like that is why I'm saying I take longevity in terms of that's, I don't want to say a standard, but
it's not.
It's an anomaly that
for sure
changed how we think.
I agree with that.
But I agree with you saying in a short span of time. But if Mahomes makes it to 21 years, I kind of have no choice.
I don't think he will.
Well, I'm just saying, if he does, now that's kind of putting himself unintentionally in the 21-year span.
But that's unfair. So let's say he does play 21 years, but he gets in a shorter span 6 to 8 chips. Mm-hmm. He's automatically ahead.
Oh yeah, 6 to 8 chips. No, yes, in a shorter span, yes. Right. But if he does it, I will always say if he does it, like I said, if he gets to 2030 with a 3-peat and another chip, I put him over top. I already said that. Me saying this is saying if he doesn't do that.
Yeah.
That's the if. If he doesn't do that and he takes the game, 17, 18. He's only, he's 28 right now.
28, yep.
So, and he looks like he can still play another 10 more years.
More than that.
Yeah, he can still play.
It's not like he's getting hit.
Yeah, he's not getting hit.
Just like Brady.
This NFL, yeah, he's not getting hit. He has 10 years, 11 years. I'm determining within 2030, if he doesn't do a three-peat with another ring, if he doesn't do that, now I have to determine what he does drought-wise. I don't want to say drought-wise, but...
you have to because 10 years is a long
Yeah, I'm saying
time.
within 10... Yeah. But, his 10 years would be 38.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Brady retired at 41.
Yeah, but he was winning his rings and, So,
they're on the same track.
Well, how old was Brady then? Because if he had a 10-year drought, he retired at 41. He had 4 and 7.
43.
That's what I'm saying. So that So the age was okay. I'm about to say because that didn't make sense.
43.
Yeah. So if he goes,
but it's only off by 2 years.
Yeah. I have to see if he can't give me if he can't do the three. Chill out. If he can't do the three-peat and another one within 2030, I have to see another pocket of time frame.
I don't like I said, I don't think it's gonna be so if he doesn't even win this season to create the three-peat, I think it's still gonna be in a 5-year window. Because that front office and that coaching staff, because Andy Reid's already said he's coming back. So
but how long is Andy Reid gonna be there?
He will win. He will come back as long as the Chiefs are winning. Simple as that.
Okay, so if there's a year where they're not winning,
I don't think it'll be more than 1 year. I think it'll be at least 2 to 3 years where they fail hard. Like if they go to the Super Bowl and lose, he'll still come back.
Okay, and let's say this. If teams start picking at their teams, right?
They have been, and the only one that they let go was Eric Bieniemy.
No, I'm talking about players, right? Let's say Chris Jones decides to leave.
You can't help on players.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Let's say teams start picking at their teams, and because the NFL only give you a certain time. You're only given a certain time.
They're already above that.
You know what I'm saying?
Because Chris Jones, he's not coming back. He wants.
Well, he said he wants to come back, but
he says he wants to come back, but he still wants stupid amounts of money.
He does. So
he does not want to come back.
We'll see what that.
Because if he wanted to come back, he would take a pay cut.
You want Snead to come to the Titans,
and if he does not want to take a pay cut with the Chiefs, then another team will get that money.
And this is what I'm saying. That's picking apart from the team.
So you can't help out players.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. When I say the NFL gives you a certain amount of years, they give you.
It doesn't.
They're not. I'm sorry. When I say they give you years, it's not like the NFL is literally saying you have this year.
It seems like it though.
No, it seems like it. But money, business, everything comes into play where teams take a decline because of just how the business goes.
But the Chiefs, they draft well. So if those guys decide they want to prioritize money over chips, then I think the Chiefs are in a position where they can draft and develop more players to get them back because they still have Mahomes. It is what it is.
We'll see.
Yeah,
we'll see.
For real.
In the next episode of Dragon Ball Z, we'll see what's going on. Goku. Nah, I'm playing. But
sorry,
that was Dragon Ball Z.
It was.
And you gotta watch it. It used to come on Fox.
Fox and Cartoon Network.
Cartoon Network, yeah. We used to watch with Bubbles and the monkey that it could go around. The Earth was heavily gravitated, so you could just run around it like this. You go upside down. He used to chase Bubbles the monkey, but Bobo the monkey. That's what his name was. Bobo.
Was it?
Bobo?
I thought it was Bubbles.
It might be Bubbles.
Yeah, definitely Bubbles.
Bubbles.
Yeah.
That had nothing to do with Patrick Mahomes. It's nothing we was talking.
It doesn't. Definitely doesn't.
All right, everybody, man. That was our Super Bowl episode of the Sideline Story Podcast. It's your boy Jared Moore, my co-host
Jay Norman.
Wait. Don't do that. Don't do that again.
I'm holding it.
Okay, but when you first put it out,
And I don't know either. But this is the Sideline Story Podcast, man. We up out of here.